Previously on Shelf Space.
But you have to review it. No, wait, that's our bet, because we don't have a bet on this.
No, we don't.
The loser has to review it
with nubs
as is out of the box. That's
sure.
The other person has a chance to clean up. Handshake on it?
Handshake.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. Pistol / all the things. And
you do it?
Hold on.
Are you gonna put it in the last shooting pose?
Excuse me. No, I'm just getting my runners.
Okay. Well, I just finished the thing.
You think she'll keep lying?
I think so too. And
Time.
last shooting.
49 minutes, 51
Stop.
seconds. 9 minutes, 51
Stop.
seconds.
Hello everyone, welcome to Shelf Space. I'm your host, Roz13, and today we are reviewing the GBN Base Gundam from Build Divers. This all comes after my defeat by the hands of Shoki Reviews in our build-off. But I gotta say, even though he beat me quite soundly, I had a lot of fun, and this is a really great kit. And I cannot wait to show it off to you guys. But I'm gonna have to wait because I gotta show you the box first. So first, we got nice illustration of the base Gundam. It's very obvious to me that they used the guard frame in the back here as the base for it, because the pose is almost exactly the same, and I wouldn't be surprised if it shares some of the same line art. But I can understand that as a graphic artist. You can even see that they actually repeat the same illustration for the guard frames in the back there. But he looks pretty cool. The colors on here aren't super accurate though, because he is very, very neon, and this looks fairly standard Grandpa Gundam colors. We got the Build Divers logo, the HG logo, Bandai Blue Spirits logo, GBN Base Gundam GM's mobile suit, HG 1144 GBN Stuff in Japanese, which I guess translates to Base Gundam, and then that again in English. Bandai Spirits 2019 made in Japan, and a bunch of other stuff that I think is just repeating everything else. On the side, we got some really, really cool action shots of it showing it can do all of these cool things and poses. Most likely this is a painted kit. And then we got a call out to all this other stuff. Buy it now, bug your parents, on sale now. Got the same illustration on the front that we have on the side. I forgot to speak for a moment. Then we got just a more static pose, though it's still very dynamic. It looks like he's kind of throwing his back a little bit. Some write-ups here that are very small, mostly in Japanese, but there is some English stuff. If you want to read that and can read this on the screen, pause, do it now. I'm not going to read it for you. Usual warning stuff, and no yen listing price. And it's just really weird because they have the space for it, but they choose not to include it there. They could have centered this, but they didn't. It's really weird. Anyway, same illustrations on this size as was on the other, but you get the additional Bluefin sticker. I'm wondering if we're going to be seeing much of these anymore now that Bluefin and Bandai are basically the same company. But that's enough talking about my defeat and looking at the box. Let's actually look at the kit. And here he is. I don't know how well it comes across in the video, but his colors are very, very bright. His reds are basically sort of almost a hot pink, and what are normally yellow are sort of the neon yellow / green safety yellow color, and the blue itself is even sort of a bright, vibrant, almost sort of a baby blue, but it has almost a fluorescent feel to it. And I know not everybody loves it. I love it. These colors are just completely outrageous, and I dig it a lot. Design-wise, I think he looks pretty cool. It's sort of an updated version of the RX-78-2 Grandpa, as a lot of us call it. He's got a lot more sharp angles. The chest almost reminds me a little bit of like the Astray models. In fact, actually a lot of this reminds me of the Astray, just because of you got a lot of sharp angles and the overall feel is the same. Let's get a look at that noggin real quick. Sadly, you can't see all the detail on this guy because I wasn't able to do any panel lining on it, at least not yet. After I'm done with this review, I probably will. Also, per my agreement with Shoki, I have not removed any of the nubs on this kit. Anyway, you got some very nice angles on here. I just love the look of this. You can see you got the foil sticker eyes right there. There's also a foil sticker inside the little camera there, and that's part of what messed me up during the contest. I saw the sticker. I didn't know what it was for, and I completely missed it in the instructions. You do have your standard HG safety flags on the V-fin. And you do have a tiny little sticker that was really hard to put on. I didn't remember this one, at least. But yeah, this is going to look even better once I can actually get some panel lines in there to make those seams pop. It's going to look really, really cool. Let's look at everything else now. Articulation-wise, he's pretty standard for a modern HG kit. He's got this cool thing, which is something that most HG kits are doing nowadays, if I remember correctly. So basically, you can just pull that shoulder forward for some extra detail and a little bit of a butterfly joint thing going on there. Which also means that the arm can go across the chest quite nicely. The shoulder is on a standard ball socket joint. Yes, that's a thing too. We'll go over that later. That does have a joint here, so you can really lift it up if you want to get that iconic last shooting pose. Elbow is double jointed. We'll move the gun so you can see. And you get very, very nice bend there. And this surprised me, actually. The wrists are on a ball socket joint and a little hinge, so you can move the arm or the hand around for even more posability. That is really cool and was not expecting that. You got waist articulation at the bottom, and there's a ball joint here, but it likes to easily pop out. So be aware of that. I mean, if you wanted to, you could pose him like this. He's technically kind of out of his socket. He'll stay there, just don't do much with him. Let's see, leg can kick up. I've gone ahead and left the skirts joined together. I wasn't sure about cutting them, and I think we agreed, Shoki and I agreed not to cut them just to save time. Then the knee is double jointed, and especially since he doesn't have a whole lot of bulky armor there, you get a really nice bend out of it. The ankle is on a hinge down here and a ball socket joint down here. And I really like what they did with the ankle guard. You'll probably hear me say that in the actual build-off. I thought it was really neat to have the piece connect in like this, because I've seen so many where it connects on the sides of something and it just sort of feels loose. Or heaven forbid, you got like the RG Tolgies where it's not connected to anything. It's just weird. Oop, that popped off. So yeah, the skirt armor can flip up. on the front and on the sides, not on the back. Legs can do a full split. Look at that. But it can cause these things to pop off because they don't want to be moved quite like that. These are polycap material connected to the little hinges there. Little C-clip things. Pop, pop. There we go. The vernier thrusters are stationary, I think. Yeah. And you do have 2 beam sabers, which can detach. And I guess now is a good time to go into accessories, because he does have a few of them. So if you want, you can attach one of 2 beam saber blades. These ones here, the, what is it? SB13 from 2013. And you can just pop them in the hands. And he looks pretty cool with them. He does have a shield with this sort of U-shaped clip, so it connects on the back of the arm, but still gets mounted on the side, so I like that. This guy keeps popping apart. He has a beam rifle that looks very much like the old school RX-782 Universal Century beam rifle, but he also comes with these 2 beam rifles, as well as another copy of this one, which is going to be used for something else, and you'll see that sometime in the near future. These beam rifles here can detach, and you can get these sort of double-barreled pistol things going on. Don't know if I'm going to use these much, because I really just like the more iconic-looking rifle. Go ahead and put that back in there. Extra parts-wise, he's got another backpack, but not the panel that you need to connect it to anything. So if you want to use this, you're going to have to figure out some other solution. Also, there's no verniers and no extra beam saber holders. The C runner is got a huge section here that is not used, including some stuff that looks like backpack parts or something. So if you're not a fan of extra stuff, that's going to bother you. But I like the fact that this comes with a whole bunch of extra parts that I can use for kit bashing, including we got some vents here and here. Those are going to be really handy. Don't even know what these things are. I will be building the guard frame sometime soon, though, so I'll be able to comment more on that in the future. On the polycap runner, he has an extra one of these polycaps, which that's not too surprising because there's not a whole lot of kits that actually use that one. And then on the stickers, you actually have 2 eye stickers. I'm fairly certain they're identical, but we didn't look very closely because, you know, we were working on trying to build as fast as we could. And Shoki and I ended up using the exact same ones. Overall, this guy is awesome. I love the color. He's super posable. He was a super fun build. Very interesting things. I cannot recommend him highly enough. If you don't like the colors, that's going to be the main drawback to most people, I think. But to me, I love these stupid neon colors. They are amazing. So, yeah. Thank you for watching this review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All that fun YouTube stuff. As of this recording, the Balls for Balls contest has gotten an extension. So if you're going to enter that, please do so. It's for a great cause, and there's all sorts of cool things that you guys can do to enter. Check the description below for details on that, as well as links to the storefront for Balls for Balls. You can also get official Shelf Space t-shirts and more at my storefront, which will be linked in the description below. Once again, thank you very much, and I'll see you the next time you invade my shelf space.